Speaker, I move to suspend the rules and pass H.R. 336.
The clerk will report the title of the bill.
Union Calendar Number 72, H.R. 336, a bill to direct the Administrator of General Services on behalf of the Archivist of the United States to convey certain federal property located in the state of Alaska to the municipality of Anchorage, Alaska.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from Alaska, Mr. Young, and the gentleman from Washington, Mr. Larson, each will control 20 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Alaska.
Mr. Speaker, I ask for unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days in which to revive and extend their remarks and include extraneous material on H.R. 336.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'll yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, H.R. 336 would direct the General Service Administration on behalf of the National Archives to convey property in Alaska to the city of Anchorage. I'm pleased to be the sponsor of this legislation, which will bring savings to the taxpayer. The National Archives has determined that it no longer needs the property to be conveyed in the bill and wants to sell it as part of its efforts to shrink its space footprint and reduce costs to the taxpayer. The bill will require fair market value for the property based on independent appraisal. I urge my colleagues to support passage of legislation, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Alaska reserves the balance of his time. The gentleman from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself as much time as may consume.
The gentleman is recognized for such time as he may consume.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support H.R. 336, which directs the General Services Administration, or the GSA, on behalf of the Archivists of the U.S. to convey 9 acres of property in Anchorage, Alaska, to the local municipality in exchange for its fair market value. The Archivist and GSA have reported this property as underutilized, that there is no need to keep this property in the federal real estate inventory. The sale is consistent with the policy supported by the Committee on Transportation Infrastructure, which has directed GSA to help other federal agencies identify and dispose of unneeded property. As a result, I encourage my colleagues to support this legislation and reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Washington reserves the balance of his time. The gentleman from Alaska is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I have no further speakers and yield back the balance of my time.
Mr. Speaker, yield back.
All time having now expired, the question is, will the House suspend the rules and pass the bill H.R. 336? Those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.